Hi babes, I'm Jonay. I'm a pro makeup artist. Today I'm going to walk you through how to layer your makeup for a long wearing, flawless look. Let's get started. Personally, I like to start with my eyebrows because I feel the brows shape the face, and it's really nice to get that brow set before you put on any skincare, which could kind of cause your brow to look like really shiny and oily. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is the OG when it comes to brow pencils. I love how fine the point of this pencil is because you can really get in there and sketch little hair-like strokes. Okay, now that I have a good brow on, I like to go in with the moisturizer and SPF. Whenever I'm in a rush, it's really nice to have that combination and something that works really well under makeup. So hydrating base that's also going to give me some sun protection. Now that my SPF is fully absorbed, I'm going to go in with some makeup primer. This one is also a little bit glowy, so 2 pumps is good enough. You see how it has a little like golden undertone? That's also gonna help to really balance my complexion a bit. This is my first time trying this primer, but I really love the fact that it gives me a little bit of a nice healthy glow to my skin. I can definitely feel that it's gonna work really well under makeup. Normally I would go in with the color corrector, but instead I'm gonna use this concealer tint from Keys Soul Care. It's gonna give me a little bit of a light to medium coverage, but it will help to balance out the discoloration in my skin, which is really nice. This is shade 450N. I'm just gonna put it on half of my face so you can see how it balances out my complexion. It doesn't cover all of my dark spots, but it's something that's really nice for like an everyday makeup vibe. And then you can always go in and spot conceal any blemishes. You can tell it looks a little bit more balanced and I get a little bit of coverage, but not too much. After balancing out my complexion, I'm just going in with a traditional foundation to give me a little more coverage in areas where I need it. When you apply your foundation in tapping motions, it's gonna help to build that coverage a little bit more. Now that I have on a good base of foundation, it's time to go in with a little bit of under eye concealer, but notice that I did not put any foundation to my under eye area. You wanna leave this area available for your concealer so you get less creasing and less product buildup. I've already mapped out the placement for my cream contour. Now I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Bronzer and just kind of layer this over where that contour is so I can add a little bit of warmth to my skin and blend this contour out at the same time. This is such a beautiful product. Now I'm just taking a loose setting powder and locking in my under eye concealer. From there I can lock everything in place with a setting spray. I'm gonna let that fully dry down before you go in and do anything else. Now that my complexion is done, let's move on to the eyes. I have this palette from Violet Voss, and I'm just gonna take this matte shade, which is kind of warm, and create a little bit of definition. This is gonna give the illusion that I have a full look, but it's a really simple one too that you can do in like 5 minutes or less. I'm gonna take that same color and put a little bit on the lower lash line. You see how that little bit of shadow just really changes the shape of my eye? That's what you want. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of this gold shade here and pop that in the inner tear duct. Oof, that looks so good. For the lip, I have these 2 shades of the Huda Beauty lip blush. I'm just gonna combine them using the deeper shade on the outer perimeter of my lip, kind of like a lip contour, and the lighter shade in the center. I'm also gonna add this deeper shade to the cheek as a little bit of blush and just blending that in so the 2 tones melt together. Now that this lip has dried down a bit, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia lip pencil and just really define the outer edges a little bit more. To bump up the glow on my cheek, I'm gonna use a little bit of this highlighter, just a touch of it right there. Yeah, that really set the skin off. Highlighter as a last step is always a good idea. Let me know what you guys think and drop any questions you have in the chat below. I'll see you in the next one.